as expected. But now, as the higher seed, you still got to take care of business in game 2. As a road team, all you're looking to do is split one of these first 2 games.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Gets it in the left corner. He was hacked. They let it go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
To Jordan. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
DeAndre Jordan at the line. Oops, he missed the first one. Knocks down the second after missing the first. In the front court, it's Augustine. Just underway. Happier with us for game 2. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Come on, DJ. Give the people what they want. I want that for my screensaver.
Magic on the possession. Fournier to Vucevic. Sizing up the defense. Fournier. Wide open look, won't go.
They're bound to get on the scoreboard sooner or later if they keep getting open looks like that.
Irving to Wade. And counted at the rim.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Knock loose. Nets have it.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Irving to Jordan. Not that time. The follow won't go either. Rebound taken in by the Nets. To Hollis Jefferson. Kyrie Irving missed his first. That one goes.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. You need to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Can't connect. To Wade. Durant. Layup goes down. Well done.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Fournier to Vucevic. And the rebound taken down by Durant. Here's Irving into the front court. The lead is 11. Dwayne Wade, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Oh, he had it. Aaron Gordon stuffs it down. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Durant. Here's a chance from long range. Now that's a contest.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Durant across the timeline. Counting down towards a minute to play here in a very tight opening quarter. Aaron Gordon snatching it out of the air.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
To Aaron Gordon. And scores. Strong take.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Fultz to Vucevic. Runner here won't go. Dinwiddie into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Rondae Hollis-Jefferson trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Orlando ball. Oh, emphatic slam.
Now, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but you have to take it one possession at a time. You have to continue to chip away. It hasn't been the best first quarter, but if you get a couple more of those to drop, you'll find yourself right back in this ballgame.
Couldn't keep it in. Out off Nikola Vucevic. Durant lets it fly. Not that time. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in game number 2. Back with more after this. It's the second round of the Eastern Conference Playoffs on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Fultz with the basketball. They find themselves down 10. That is great vision to set it up. Slam dunk for Jonathan Isaac.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
And look out. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. His team leads it by 10. It's a big finish.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Brooklyn's got it. The drive, right to the basket. He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Isaac. Knocked loose. Oh, the hustle keeps the ball in play. Screen coming. That's rebounded by Brooklyn. To Dinwiddie.
Watch Cutter.
To Jordan. Won't go. To Mo Bamba. Off the assist. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Dwayne Wade to Irving. Orlando has it. To Mo Bamba. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First one goes down. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. That pass stolen by Orlando. And a putback slam.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungry.
Durant with the basketball up top. Lead stands at 7. Irving, he was all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Irving. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
Old school equals high percentage.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
And the finish. Slam dunk.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Time to shuffle things up. Nets have the basketball. Irving to Jordan. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Jordan. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Mo Bamba. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
And now it's Flash with the basketball. To Irving. Down low to Jordan. Irving to Jordan. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Count the bucket for 2. Late heave to beat the buzzer. We've reached halftime here in Game 2. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Augustine with the basketball. The deficit now up to 13. Kyrie Irving with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Irving into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Dwayne Wade, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Has a look. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Irving. Nothing going here on that drive. To Hollis Jefferson. Irving. Textbook defense.
Hey, lock up.
Gordon. He gets it.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Isaac to Gordon. To Vucevic. Jared Allen swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Durant. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Tough shot. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Magic basketball. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nets. Wade. Now a steal as the Magic have it.
You go back to the principles. Things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Kyrie Irving. He's 3 for 7.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
To Irving. Dwayne Wade. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Isaac to Vucevic. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Nikola Vucevic. Couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 72%. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Durant across the timeline. His guy's up by 15. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul. Coach of the Magic will use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. To Aaron Gordon. From the outside, no good. Wade. To Hollis Jefferson. Jonathan Isaac with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Gordon. Finish that. Durant with the basketball up top. His guys holding the big lead. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Fultz into the front court. His guys down big. Rondae Hollis Jefferson sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Deep two there, won't go. Into the front court, it's Irving. His guys can get a 2-for-1 if they time this out. For three, and Kyrie Irving took the defense for a ride. Tough three-pointer. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
You know Kyrie, zero hesitation, buries it for three.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket. 3 quarters complete. It's been all net so far. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
Magic have it. To Vucevic. Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Fournier buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
And destroys the rim. That's what DeAndre Jordan does. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. Knocks it down from mid-range.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
To Irving. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And the 2. Counted at the rim for DeAndre Jordan. Now the Magic gonna signal for a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Knocked loose. Nets have it. LeVert matched up with Seth Curry. To Durant. Got it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Here's Orlando with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Baseline drive. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Durant across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Durant. Smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
It goes down.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Brooklyn with the basketball. From long range. Offensive board. Stuffs it down with authority.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
DeAndre Jordan rejects it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Irving with the basketball. He'll run the offense. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
And the finish at the rim.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
It's Orlando's ball. To Fournier. Takes stock of the floor. Driving right to the basket. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. To Durant. 4-3. That's a dangerous spot. Kevin Durant wide open. He nails it.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the three.
And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Aaron Gordon stuffs it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To Jordan, down low. The pass set it all up.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to lead the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Rondé Hollis-Jefferson pins it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Nets who are victorious. They've taken the upper hand in this best-of-7 series, a 2-0 lead. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
This team did everything they could do to secure the win. Great job by both the players and the coaching staff. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Brooklyn Nets. The Magic really lost big in this matchup, and you can tell it was tough on them. Losses like this become main discussion topics in the media. So hopefully this team is ready to answer the tough questions. It's not going to be fun. Check out the leading scores for the Orlando Magic.
Game track. Defense. Player of the game.
Kyrie Irving played the role of facilitator today, and no one is more happy than his teammates.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.